Hey guys, welcome to today's video. The weather today is all over the place, you guys. I kid you not, while I was filming parts of getting ready because P.S. Welcome to more beauty secrets. I'm going to uncover more of my hush hush behind the scenes techniques that get me very far. This one, I have to say, is more so let's get the makeup done quick beauty secrets, and I used a lot of the techniques on my face, which while I was filming that part, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh! I've never seen anything like this. It is hailing. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Wow. I should get some behind the scenes. The weather is on. It is off. It was hailing. Things broke on my patio. The chair was like flying over here. I was genuinely concerned that trees were gonna fall. Tornado warning in Washington State does not happen often, but it happened. We're just gonna get through this. Life is weird and wild. You never know what each day will bring, but at least my makeup looks nice. I did it pretty quickly, and I'm gonna share every secret technique with all of you. Before we get into it, I wanna remind you guys, if you like this video, please support and like it, share it, leave comments. That helps me so much. And also, if you would subscribe and ring the bell, get your notifications on. I am here twice a week, and you wanna make sure you get notified of my upcoming content. All right, let's dive right on in. We're gonna start with the brows. Dun dun dun. Okay, the brows tend to be my personal trouble zone, and I will tell you, I have not met a makeup artist, and I am talking pro makeup artist, that has had like an easy, fun time with my eyebrows, myself included. I actually, because my brows are so difficult to do, sometimes I'll measure. I kid you not, like, should I have a cup of coffee before filming? Because I know there are parts that are gonna get like this, and like, is it worth it? And me like chatting and wanting to be like, yeah, life, yay, because like that's how coffee makes me feel. Yeah, life, yay. I want the coffee. My brows are like, no, put the mug down. It's like that. Winged liner actually shrieks saying, put the mug down, because those are like the two areas where I'm just like, you need steadiness, okay? Long story short, I have tried so many different techniques on my non-existent brows. We've tried peel off brow, tint a brow, brow paint on brow, pots, powders, liners. I've tried it all, okay? I've tried it all. What I am doing these days seems to be the best, right? Can we take a moment? This is a good brow day, right? So what I am doing is I take a brush with a spoolie, this brush right here. I cannot do without this. This is a Bdellium Tool 735. It, I had coffee, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. Okay, I was gonna share that this Bdellium Tools 735 is really also reassuring to you. Like, it says, I am happy. I need that before I do my brows. So we got the spoolie on one side, we got the perfect brow bristles on the other. It is thin, it is thick, it is bristly and firm, where you can really like go like this and you're getting realistic brow hair effect. Love this brush. What I do is I take a powder first. Now this can be an eyeshadow, a bronzer, whatever shade you find that works for you, use it, do it. But what you're gonna start out with is combing all of your brow hairs down. Then you are going to start not in the front, but toward the back middle. And I start stamping the color down, and I can really see through the bone structure and through a little bit of hair left there of where I want that arch to be. Now what this does is it lays the shadow down so that when you brush the brow hairs back up into place, you already have kind of a background of color that is going to help your brows to appear more full. I will then continue to stamp, focusing on the back. I'm not doing a full-blown ombre effect where I want the tail to be specifically a different color and then the front of the brow a lighter color. What I do is I focus on middle to back first, and then there's not as much product shadow left on the brush. I can tilt back and I can get in here and flick upward where I'm getting those realistic brow hair strokes, and I'm getting a lighter application because much of the product is already placed on the back end of the brow. I'm loving this technique. I love laying down a lot of shadow, and again, it just kind of alleviates those bald patches. If you do this and up close it's driving you nuts that, hey, this is great, but I have a big bald patch here and now it just looks like eyeshadow is on my skin, which really technically that's what it is. What you're gonna do is my number 2 tip. Okay, this is gonna require that you use a micro tipped brow pencil. Many brands make that type of a thing, or you can go in, this is the legit, like, you gotta, again, deep breaths. You gotta be like in a pro mood. This is so finely tipped, and the color is definitely not what you would want to line your eyes with. It's kind of a barely there color. This will give you more of a microbladed look, where you can actually take I would recommend magnified mirror, tilt your head back, and you just flick up, 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 up. It looks like realistic brow hairs. Now you don't want to fill in the full brow with something like this. And this is from Valentino. I'm playing around with some of their makeup. If you want to see more of that expensiveness on my channel, if you want my review, let me know. So that technique for me right now is my favorite. I haven't enjoyed my brows more in a long time, so I wanted to share that with you guys because the brow area, it can be a thing. It's a dread for me. I don't enjoy doing my brows. I never have. All right, moving right along. Let's talk about the easiest way to do your shadow. I am back in the game of using shadow sticks. It's quick, crease proof, long wearing. You can use matte, satin, shimmery, variety of shades. You can pick this up at the drugstore. You can get one high end. But right now what I want to show you is what I put on today. Now this literally can be like, I don't recommend driving and doing your makeup, but this could be like flip the mirror down. You're waiting for your kids to come to the car, or you're waiting before you go into a meeting, or whatever you're doing. If you have 2 minutes, you can do this in the car. I say that because I kid you not, back in the day when I worked at Nordstrom 1 downtown, I would do my makeup on the bus every day. And if you want to know how a woman learns certain hacks, just ride the bus and do your face every day for about a year, and you pick up a trick or two. Like literally, it kind of makes me laugh that I would kind of hunch down and I would get some weird looks doing this and doing the whole thing so that I could sleep for like an extra 15 minutes, you know? This is that kind of a thing. So if you're in a rush, I'm trying new mascara today and it's not going well. You guys, so rude. Why didn't you tell me that I have mascara on my plans? Next time, tell me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I did today, going in with a stick liner, I used the Trifecta Metallic little guy right here from Stila. This is gorgeous, okay? It's a little bit greasier than some of the others that I have been using and loving, but I want to show the technique really quickly so that you guys can totally do this quickly and you get it. What I do is I line the eye really close to the lash line. Just doesn't even matter what it looks like, you are going to be blending it out. Then I take a flat brush. And what I like to do is I kind of pull it upward almost into the crease. And when I go into that inner corner, I pull it to the center. And when I go to that outer corner, I pull it into the center, because you don't want to be blending up, 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 and then blend the product up here or over here. So that is the key thing you need to remember, is where you are blending. Blend toward the center, blend toward the center and up. So you keep that color concentrated right on the lid. I repeat that one more time, and then I do it a final time, because by the time you do it twice, you'll have a little bit in the crease. But the third time that you put this line down, what you're going to do is, instead of blending it up, you are going to lightly blend it into your lash line so that that concentration of color really frames the eye, but it has this nice natural ombre effect. And then if you need to take a clean brush, a crease brush, into the crease and kind of blend back and forth, you can. Sometimes what I'll do is I will put it on my hand and I will then take an actual crease brush and pick the color up just a tiny bit. It will pick up on a brush, and you can then go on that outer edge, go a little bit in the crease if you need to. It is fast makeup. I love this technique because Once you know what you're doing with where you are bringing the brush, it's like you're done, you're good. Put on the mascara, great, there we go. Following that, what I like to do before I put on mascara and or lashes is I will line the waterline. Like all the challenges and what ifs that can happen when you are doing your eyeliner, you can throw out the window if you just take a good liner and go right in the waterline on the upper lash line only. I recommend using deep tones. Whatever you enjoy when you're framing the eye, I would just recommend that it is not shiny and that you go for more of a deep, rich, jewel toned, neutral tone type of a thing. All right, from there, I put on my lashes, which I've never worn these ones. I don't. These are from, where are these from? These, oh, I was laughing at the name earlier. Sassy but Classy from Velour. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm undecided. What do we think? Sweet but classy. I actually have been totally loving Ardell lashes. I just need to order more. Kind of random that I'm going for the drugstore lash over the expensive lash these days, but that's a thing. Okay, moving on. I want to share really quickly really any look. This will apply for any look. It's a technique that right now I like the contrast of texture and shine or lack of shine. And this is just working for me and I find it to be super, super flattering. If you are doing a fully matte look on the eyes, so you are going for just like a smooth kind of chocolatey, smoky eye, or even if you're doing like a creamy kind of half cut crease, or just using completely all matte, whatever, like just a little brown in the crease and that's it. Flip it up and do a shiny highlight. So take your highlighter and take it on the inner corner, under the brow bone, wherever you feel like a little hit of shine and highlight. Use a high shine. On the reverse, if you are doing something that is metallic and shiny on the lid like I am today, then what I did is I took an absolutely matte, like there is not a satin bit in here. This is a matte cream, and I really loaded up the inner corner and then I put it on the high point of the brow. There is something about that balance of having one element of your eye be high shine and then another element of framing and highlighting as far as like a lighter color being matte, or the total reverse. Try it out. Let me know if you notice a difference. Let me know what you think. Before we move on, I want to share with you all one last eye technique that really does not sound that major, but again, it's one of those where I'm like, try it out. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if it made a difference. Oftentimes, once we put on mascara or lashes, it's like out the door, I'm done. But I want to challenge you all to take a moment, sit back down or lean back into the mirror for a moment and really look at the shape of your eye. You can do small little adjustments once you have your lashes done that will just take your look to the next level. Now, what I'm talking about is taking even like a high shine item like this. This is a Bouncy Cream eyeshadow from Ulta. This is in Buttercream. And just take it on your fingertip. And what I did today is I leaned back so that I wouldn't really get any fallout on my lash line or on the lashes. And you can just hit higher up where you might not hit or think is very flattering if you were just doing your makeup without the full thing done, without the lashes kind of framing your eye already. So it's one of those things that you can't really gauge until you have the full meal deal done. Also, that being said, the shape of the lash and the length and how far they come up and how full they are versus kind of wispy, that matters as well. So you can always take a little bit of whatever you put in the crease and look kind of straight on in the mirror and see where that lash is hitting and then kind of redefine that area. You're going to be able to use placement of color better as far as altering your eye shape, making the eye look larger. Once you have those lashes on, it makes a difference, I promise you. Moving on to lips. If you've ever wanted to do that more elevated kind of, you see how my lip goes, like it almost points out right here? That's not my lip shape. So what I do is I start with my lip liner right here and I almost do an M and an M. I don't go for like the harsh V and V. I kind of in my mind envision like an M And that helps me for some reason, if I'm thinking of that, to be almost softer with my lip shape. So you don't want to like massively overline the lip. You kind of want to make sure that you're in the lip and a little out of it. And you just get right up in here first and go, you see I'm going about halfway. Then what I do is I tilt upward and I pull this guy down here. And from there, I fill in this area here. Darkening the outer corner of the lip is going to immediately contrast this center part right here to be brighter, and it will just give more dimension to your lips, to your mouth. It doesn't matter what kind of lip situation you got going. This is flattering for everybody. So then you go in here, fill in, do it on the other side. And you're gonna do the bottom the same, start in the center and then kind of lift up and up. Because if we line outside the line, I'm just gonna show you, okay? If I line out here, that does not look good, right? Does that look good to you guys? All of a sudden, my mouth shape just got really strange and like kind of, you can tell that I'm overlining and it looks a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Should we just like go there? Let's like, I'm gonna look crazy by the end of this, but I'll show you here. When I do that as well, it just gets really fakey looking, my opinion. And it just kind of, right? Like, it just looks very makeup-y. It's not as flattering. It's just not. Let's see if I can get back to normal here. Now I look like I just smooched my husband. So anyway, we get it. We get the visual. It looks so cute, flattering, and you can cheat the eye just a little bit by just overlining a little up here, a little down here, and just giving a little dimension and kind of contour highlight type thing going on for the lips. Okay, try it out. Let me know what you think. I have another tip for you guys. This one is for the face. This is a good one and a quick one. And this works really well also if you want a little bit of highlight and you're not wearing, you know, the eye makeup, the lip thing, you're just kind of out the door, but you want like a nice little fresh glow to your skin. But oh my gosh, if you're not wearing makeup and you just put on like bold highlighter, that's gonna look kind of weird, right? Or if your dilemma is, oh, just like so much texture on my face, like I don't want to emphasize any lines or any pores, I can't wear like the blingy highlights, they just don't look good on me in real life. Here's what I do to hack that situation, okay? We're gonna go into an ambient powder with a fluffier brush more generously through here. And you can even take this a little bit on the forehead, down the nose. This is more of a setting powder that has a sheen. It is not as blingy as an actual highlight. So we start there. Then we go into the highlight, take your ring finger and dab on in there. Obviously way more blingy than this guy here next to it. You're going to do the lean back trick and just get exactly where you want the highlight to pop. A lot of us have been conditioned, myself included, and I still like this look sometimes depending on the type of makeup I'm wearing, to go in with a brush like this or a fan brush, and we will get that full, this thing right here, right? Which is, I'm gonna kind of exaggerate it to show you guys. It's pretty depending on how your skin's doing, the kind of look you want, where you're going, the time of year, all of that. Like there are different factors to think of. So this looks like blingy and nice. It also does look better on camera than it does in real life. Let me throw that out there. Like these lights are picking this up really, really beautifully. In real life, blingy highlight sometimes can just exaggerate things in the wrong way, in my opinion. So this side to this side, this just is more real life appropriate, but I have that sheen already laid down from this guy as the background. So it's not just like I just went like this with a blingy highlight. Like it does have something to kind of blend into, and it ends up looking just so beautiful and natural and just juices up the skin where it's like, what is she doing? And that's the reaction that I want versus like, oh, I like your highlighter, just throwing it out there. So oh, I have written here, bonus tip. This was like the last thing I was thinking of as I was actually doing this. I was like, is this a beauty secret that I want to share, or is this just embarrassing? Guess what? If it's embarrassing, whatever, I'm sharing it anyway. So I love warming my hands up if it is a really cold day like today. We're on storm watch, tornadoes, oh my. I will actually go over to my heater and I will put my hands like right in front of the heater, or I'll take my Dyson hair dryer, whatever you have, warm your hands up. I have even, like before doing someone's makeup, you know, if I'm washing my hands to, you know, be hygienic anyway, I will use really hot water just to kind of really get my hands warmed up. And part of the reasoning behind that is because a lot of these cream products, a lot of even cream pencil or concealer or anything that you're using, if it's in a cold environment and it is not warmed up by touch, and you're not emulsifying it properly, you're not going to get the greatest application. Your products do need to be warmed up in some capacity. I have even taken my hairdryer before and I will blow hot air on my liners, on some cream products to warm them up a little bit. Warmer products and warming up your products makes them work better. So that's so random, but so is my channel and so am I sometimes. So there you have it. I love making these videos. I could make these videos every day of the week. So if you love this as well, then let me know by thumbsing this up. Leave me those comments. Let me know if you have any tricks up your sleeve that I should know about, that I don't know about. I love learning from you guys too. So I look forward to reading the comments. I hope you guys are having a good one, whatever you are doing, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.